Hey everyone, Sam and Chris from Wyvern Kodiak here. Before we get started, like and subscribe, check out some of the other videos and content that we have on our channels. Thanks a lot. Hey everyone, Sam at Wyvern Kodiak. We're checking out the Vortex Model 1 today. Really cool knife, can't wait to show you all. Chris is not going to be with us today. Roads are still really bad from a crazy snowstorm, so we're going to wait until the weekend and connect. So, this knife is a big old beast, and I really think it's cool. So I hope you do too. So let's check this out here. Really nice milling in the titanium handle. It's got an M390 blade, big mill backspacer, and it's almost like a floating backspacer when it gets here. But it is attached back here, so it's not fully a floating backspacer. Big, huge pocket clip, relief cut on the lock bar. It's got a over travel stop here on the lock bar as well. Thumb studs, fuller. A little bit of jimping here, not much. So let's take a look at this thing. Man, that thing is big and aggressive. So you have it's kind of a reverse Tonto, kind of a Warncliffe sheep's footy. I don't know what this is. It is cool though, and I could tell you that this thing is a hog. I mean, you can feel some serious weight in here. So I do know also that these are only, according to what I can understand, is there's only 54 of them made. So these are a little bit rare, not easy to find in the wild, though I do see them from time to time. So they are out there if you can be lucky enough to snag one before someone else does. Looks like the thumb studs are also acting as a additional stop pin here, so that is a different feature as well on this. Beautiful fit and finish on this tall flat grind on a belt satin blade with some horizontal flats done over there as well. Big swedge on here. Very cool. So let's talk about size. And size it has. This is a 9-inch overall knife. The blade comes in at 4 inches. And this thing weighs 6.2 ounces. Now, to do some size comparisons, I'm trying to use knives that people know, but to be honest, there's not a lot that are big like that. So this is a Spyderco Bodacious. And then this is a Demko 8020.5. And one of my favorites. This is a Devo Growler XL. I love this knife. And this is simply just a Benchmade bug out. So as you can see, that is almost as big as the Growler XL. Growler's got a little bit of space on it, but not a lot. But I mean, obviously this thing is a big old beast too. So yeah, it is a big knife, that's for sure. So let's talk ergos for a sec. So ergos in hand, it's big, it's thick, it's chunky, and I'm not getting any hot spots, but you know, right here on the lock bar relief cuts, these are sharp. So I guess it depends on what, yeah, right there. If you're up a little higher on there is a little bit of a hot spot there now that I'm feeling it. And it is coming from this sharp edge right here. So I don't know that I would want this for an extended use knife. Over a period of time, that's going to start to hurt. And then you've got this beautiful finger choil right here. You can choke up, get way out on the blade here, and go to work when I'm here, I'm not getting any hot spots. I'm past that lock bar relief cut and it's not catching me. I kind of fall into it instead. So this would be home for me if I was using this knife, but that's just me. Action on bearings, and it is really, you know, if my finger didn't stop it, it would keep going. I can assure you of that. This thing weighs a ton. The blade weighs a ton, so it is absolutely fall shut. You can reverse flick this thing off of the fuller or the thumb studs. The action is outstanding, and the blade weight definitely plays a big part of that. Now, one other cool feature that this knife has is in the box, there is a pin here. And you can take this and screw it in here, and it puts this pin, it screws in, goes through the blade over here, and now even if you disengage the lock bar, this is not going anywhere. It's locked out. This is essentially turned into a fixed blade now, and you can really go to work with this thing and power down on this. You're not going to disengage this knife. It is completely locked out. So it is a very cool feature, and I think if it wasn't for only 54 being made, I think that's a really great feature I would love to have on a knife, but I don't think I want to use a knife that doesn't have a whole lot out there, my opinion. Now, I will say the one thing that I'm kind of disappointed about is with this pin, it goes back in the box. And the reason why is because there's no place on the knife to stash it. If they would have made a hole, you know, taken this screw out back here or something and created an additional hole to store that, that'd be great. But if I'm out, now I was carrying this in the woods or something like that, you're gonna carry this pin in your pocket, you know, you're bound to lose that thing. So I think that was a miss on their part. I wish that they had done a better job in planning storage for the pin, because it's an outstanding feature that won't be utilized the way it could, or you're going to lose that pin. So just my opinion, but I think that other people might see it that way as well. So this pocket clip here, it looks like it's good ramp on it, but it sits right here at the lock bar relief cut. So I would like to see how this performs in the pockets. So let's pull out our test pants. For those of you new to the channel, I have medium thickness jeans here. I'm going to put this knife in the pocket. I'm going to test how easy the knife goes into the pocket, its retention, how easy it comes out of the pocket, and any damage that it would do to the seams and of the pocket over an extended period of time. So let's take a look here. It does go in pretty good, and considering it is not deep carry, it sticks out only about 1/4 of an inch, but it does go up on an angle like this, so you do have a little bit sticking out there. And it is a heavy, big knife that will probably take up an awful lot of real estate in your pocket. But that being said, if you are looking to carry it, this clip definitely did go in pretty well. It has excellent retention, no problems whatsoever. Coming out, it gets caught up right here on the seam, and it is a lot tougher to pull out than it is to put in. I will say the pocket clip would probably be like a C in my opinion on the grade scale, because this clip would probably cause some damage over time to your pockets, and it does retain really well and go in well, but coming out did get caught up. So my guess would be that you have to take a second hand to open that and it's just not quite as easy. So I'm giving it a C. It's a passing grade, but it's not a great grade. So let's look around here at anything else that I don't like. And truthfully, the one other thing that I can point out right here is this jimping. Now, first off, this jimping is flat topped and smooth. I mean, I'm just sliding right over it. I mean, that's really for aesthetics and not for use. That's worthless jimping, in my opinion here. So when you're choked up and you're getting out here, I would love more jimping up the spine, far more aggressive jimping on the spine here. I mean, it's built, it's an overbuilt knife, and you don't have a massive overbuilt feature. On top of that is you do have these chamfers on the edges of the blade here. So in all likelihood, I could feel my thumb just slide right off the side over here. That, you know, when I'm going to work hard with this, I want something that's going to grab my finger and hold me in place. So I do wish that they had more jimping and more aggressive jimping on that. So the hot spot that this creates here, the pocket clip and the jimping, those are my big gripes on this knife. And the one that I would say they should address if they ever remake this knife would be right here. More than anything else, I mean, this is a comfort issue more than anything, is just right here. That grabs my finger, and that doesn't feel good when I bear down on the knife. Other than that, the knife is outstanding. It's a lot of fun. It is a beautiful knife. The action on it's outstanding. I'm certainly glad I have this in my collection, because having a nice, cool, rare knife like this is a lot of fun, and I enjoy, you know, checking it out and showing people. So I hope you enjoyed this. Really enjoy showing people this. So do any of you have one of these, or have you ever handled one of these knives? And then in addition to that is, I know that they came out with a Model 2. Do anyone have a Model 2 from Tuya? That is another knife that I'd love to get my hands on as well. So please give us a comment. Let me know what you think. And do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Join us on our Instagram page at Wyvern Kodiak. And hang out with us on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern in the Dragon's Lair. That is a YouTube live show. And we talk knives and EDC and whatever else we seem to come up with. And usually we have a nice guest come on and hang out, and we talk about design and all that kind of stuff. So we'd love to hear from you. Appreciate everybody's time today, and you all have a great day.